Hey everyone, welcome to Donna Downey Studios Artist Gang Tuesday. I'm Jen Engel and I have a canvas to share with you today. It's an 8x10 canvas. It did come primed, but I added a layer of gesso on there before I started. Now I have some circle drywall tape. It is intended for use with drywall, and it comes in a roll, a huge roll, and it has like a sticky back that you peel away. And it's hard to find, but Donna Downey has it in her shop, so it'll be linked in the related products. And this stuff, I use it, and I haven't even made like a dent in my roll. So I'm applying that drywall tape with some Collage Pauge matte. It is sticky on the back, but I want to be extra sure that everything stays put once it's down on my canvas. After I apply all the drywall tape just around the edges, I'm going to go over the whole thing with a layer of gesso. The drywall tape kind of has an off-white color, and I want to make sure everything's white and primed really well. I'm going in with Dylusions paint in squeezed orange and Dina Wakley media in magenta and elephant, and also Dylusions in white linen. I'm spraying my canvas with a little bit of water. I've had my Dylusions paints for a little while now, and they seem to have dried out a little, like not a lot, but they're not as fluid as they were when I got them. So I find adding a little bit of water helps with that. So I'm just taking some on my finger and finger painting on my canvas. I am trying to apply the paint like just vertically and not like in a figure eight or make circles or anything. I'm trying to be really linear with the way that I apply the color, and I'm also applying really thick amounts of it because I find that it blends better when I have a lot. And I'm just making sure I cover a lot of the areas. I'm going to add white, so if I add too much I can always pull it back. So now I'm adding the white linen, and I'm mixing it a little bit with the other colors, but I want to maintain a lot of that white, the white too. So I'm trying not to mix it completely with the other colors. So I'm just trying to be sure that I get paint in all those little circles. And now I'm adding some touches of that elephant, which is a really nice gray color. It has a bit of a pink undertone to it, so it looks really nice next to the magenta. I'm going to dry that first layer and go in with a second layer of the same colors. I was looking at it and there was way too much orange for me. I wanted a little more color variation. So I'm just going in with them those same colors and blending until I'm happy, adding a lot more white the second time around. This is the part of the process that I enjoy the most. It doesn't require a lot of thinking, just paint on your hands or something about it that is really therapeutic to me and relaxing. I'm adding a little bit of pomegranate seed Dylusions paint to darken up some of the edges. And now I have Dylusions paint in black marble and a makeup sponge. And I'm going to cover my edges completely, the sides of the canvas completely with it. And I'm also going to bring it in a little from the edges. I'm kind of pouncing at like an angle with my makeup sponge, just so the edges aren't so crisp and that it blends a little bit into the background. I'm just going to make sure all my sides are covered, and I'm going to bring in the black a little bit more where there's drywall tape and a little less where there's just plain canvas around the edges. Now I have a Donna Downey stencil called Small Pods Repeat, and I'm using some Ranger texture paste and a palette knife to apply that over the drywall tape and also bringing it down into the canvas a little bit. I'm just going around the corners a little bit with that stencil. I enjoy the Ranger texture paste better than some of the other kind of like texture paste or modeling paste on the market, only because it dries really quickly, and that's important to me when I'm trying to work. I don't want to stop and wait for things to dry. This stencil is called Live Your Art, and it's a huge stencil. I thought it needed to be the star of a canvas that I'm going to hang in my studio. I think it's a fantastic sentiment, and it's a great reminder to have hanging in my studio every day. I'm taking some more of the Dylusions paint in black marble and a makeup sponge, and I'm just going to apply that through my stencil. So as I'm looking at my canvas at this point, I think it needs a little more of something. So I decided it needed some more pops of color. So I have some fresh lime Dylusions paint, and I'm applying that with a thin paintbrush just around some of the edges. And then I decided to go in with some distressed crayons, Set One and Set Two. And they're really creamy and they're really fun to play with, and they're really pigmented. I really enjoy them for applications like this. Using them as little pops of color. So I just picked some of the colors that I like, purple and pink, and applying them, and then blending it out with my finger, and they blend out so nicely, and they catch on the texture paste really nicely too, and it just adds a little something extra. So now I have some Dylusions paint in the white linen. I'm adding a little bit of water and a thin paintbrush and making some splatters around the edges of my canvas. As I'm looking at it, it's hanging in my studio now, and I really love it. I mean, it's not, I like the stuff that I make usually, but I am in love with this canvas. It's everything that I love about the kind of art that I make, and that to me is the best feeling in the world, to look at something that you made and really love it. So I'm just going around the words of the stencil with a water-soluble black pencil. You could use a Stabilo Markzal. I don't have one, so this is just a China pencil, and it writes on plastic and stuff, and then you can blend it out with a little bit of water. So I just have a really thin brush that I just used for like watercolor and stuff, and a little bit of water to just blend it out, and it makes a nice shadow, a nice subtle shadow to the letters. So that is my canvas for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a ton of fun making it. Thank you for watching and being here, and be sure to check out Donna Downey's store, where you can get all the stencils that I used, and you can also get that circle drywall tape, which I highly recommend, and links to find me will be below. And if you have any questions or comments, you can leave them on the blog or below on the video. And thank you so much for being here and for watching. Bye bye, guys.